how's everybody doing this morning? I just want to touch upon a few things and how it can affect others. Okay. The first thing I'm going to talk about is friends. Now, I know when people make friends, their thinking will be, this person will do right by me, won't lead me down the path to do wrong. But it don't work out that way all the time. It's a saying that's called monkey see, monkey do. Now, that's what a lot of these young people are doing. And it's becoming more common among the older. If I have a friend, my friend don't like somebody, that don't mean I have to dislike that person. I treat people how I want them to treat me. And people these days, they don't see it that way. They see it as, okay, I can take advantage of this person. I can step on this person's toe to get ahead of this person. No, you're going to be still in that same position when you get there. Talking about people, I don't care if they do drugs. I don't care if they have done drugs. I don't care what their kids is like. I don't care what their life is like. That's not for me to determine. That's why a lot of times you see me, I keep my mouth closed. I talk, even though whatever a person tell me, it won't go no further. And if it get found out, it won't be by me. So, a lot of times when you working around young kids that's under 21, you have to have an adult mind to override a lot of things that they say and they do. I have done it many of times. I don't dislike them for the things that they do. I don't dislike them for the things that they say. It's not for me to correct them. I'm not their parents. I'm not God. I don't have no heaven or hell to put you in. But it's totally up to people to do right or wrong. I'm not going to correct you. I'm not going to say don't do this, don't say this, and don't talk to that person. But one thing about me, I will not be disrespected, because I respect everybody that I come in contact with. And those that really know me, you can ask them and they'll tell you. I don't disrespect nobody, but I'll speak up for myself. And to sit up there and make fun of somebody because they might be less fortunate than you, or their life was a little bit rough until they got themselves straightened out, you never know what a person is going through. Sometimes an act of kindness would just uplift somebody's spirit. Once the spirit is lifted, then they would, communicate better with the problem. Like I say, I love math. I love problem solving. Years ago, I didn't like English, but I found out English is very important as the other subjects. Once I learned English and the math, everything else pretty much came easy. The science, the social studies, and all that. So, anything that's dealing with learning, I apply it to my life, because I learn something new every day. Even though I might have completed this and completed that, that's still something else that I need to know. So I just can't say, well, I know everything, but that I know, I know. I try to share it with people so they will know. It's not that I know everything. Is if I know how to do something and this person don't know, I'm not going to laugh at this person. I'm not going to make fun of this person. Hey, this is what I did. I don't know if it worked for you, but it worked for me. But this person might take my method and find an easier way to get it done. I let people learn on their own, because that's the best learning method that a person can have, if they learn on their own with hands on. But I will not be disrespected, and I will not be mistreated by nobody. I don't care what your title. I don't care what your name is. I don't care who you belongs to. You will not disrespect me. I don't disrespect nobody. Just come a time in my life where I'm speaking up for myself if I see a problem is there. And how people feel about me expressing myself, that's their problem, not mine. And I'm not going to cuss you out. I'm not going to just dog you out, but hey, I'm gonna let you know you will respect me. When you working around people, you gotta have your mind right. You can't come to work cussing because you mad at something going on at home. You mistreating people. If people got the headsets on, I'm quite sure they can hear. So there's no use for all that holler. That's not the way I learn. I'm going to use my learning skills to do my job, what I am applied to do that night or day. I learn by doing things hand-on. Some things I learn the first time. Sometimes it may take me 1 or 2 times to do it. Sometimes 3. But it's all about having a method and following the guidelines. And everybody's mind is not the same. There's no reason to be rushing to do this and do that and do that. Everything can be done in a manner of time and decent and in order. Let a person work at their own speed and pace. You can't come over there and yell at somebody because they trying to figure out how to do this or how to do that, or go laugh at them, get on the phone, texting people. Everybody don't learn the same. Everybody don't catch on at once. And here I am. I'm the same way. I can't tell somebody, hey, do this my way. Because the way I do my way, that person might not can really comprehend my step. If a person come and ask me how to do this and how to do that, I'll be like, hey, I do it this way, that way, but hey, it works for me. It might not work for you. But you still got your option of how you want to do it. I'm not going to sit up there and laugh at you and pick at you like, so-and-so. No, I'm not going to do that. That's not a leader. That's not a supervisor. That's not a manager. That's what you there for. That's your job. No, I might not be, I'm not now, but I know how to treat people. I know how to talk to people. And a lot of times people come to me and talk to me and ask me about stuff before they come to y'all, because only thing y'all do scream and yell at me, you're supposed to know how to do that. A lot of things y'all supposed to know, but you don't do. So how you gonna sit up there and mistreat somebody else when you supposed to be guiding? I care less what you say about me. I care less how you feel about me. You can cut my hours all you want to. I don't care. It ain't gonna bother me not one bit. If I feel like you stepping on my toe, I'm gonna get you off of it. And you can go tell anybody in that company. And as long as I'm following them guidelines, it ain't nothing you can do or nobody else. And I'm not gonna go into details. But I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like I said, I come to work to work. I don't come to work to play. I don't come to work to make friends. I know how to be cordial with people. You can't mess with a child of God. Like he said, do not touch his anointing and do his prophet no harm. And he mean that. I've said it once and I'll say it again. Everything y'all try to do at work, I know about it. And I ain't even got to be at work. I know what's been said, who said. I'm a child of God. And that's what I'm going to stand for. And how everybody else feel about it, that ain't my problem. I'm going to come in, I'm going to do my job. I don't care what's going on. I don't care how it's going on. I don't care. That's not my problem. I come in, I'm assigned to a job, and that's what I do. Your job description is just what you're supposed to do. Before you accept a title, you need to know the responsibilities that come with it. I'm not going to sit around and play game with nobody. I'm a grown woman and I'm going to act as such. I'm not going to be arguing with no kids. I'm not going to worry about what kids say, because they kids. They going to do that. They high schoolers. They going to do that. They ain't even reached the maturity age yet. Years ago, I learned everything don't need no response. Because a lot of people, brain ain't matured yet. And believe it or not, a lot of grown people brain haven't matured yet. So you can't expect them to act grown. They gonna act like a kid. They gonna do what kids do. It don't bother me. A lot of things that I used to do, I don't do it no more. And I would not do it because after I evaluated my life and the things that I have done, I noticed that I had to change some things. It wasn't nothing personal to nobody, but it was me. Once I started working on myself, everything else just fell in place. I'm all about business. I don't play. Because when you play, it might start off laughing, but it'll end in somebody feeling getting hurt. And there is no such thing as all blacks working at a place, all whites working at a place, all Chinese working at a place, and I know it do exist in this world. I don't do the racist card. I work around everybody. I talk to everybody. So don't expect me to not talk to a different race because y'all don't fool with them. Them people ain't did nothing to me. All I know, I studied and I learned it. But it don't affect me these days. In this day and time, things have got a whole lot better with the races, even though it still exists. Not only with white people, Chinese, or whatever, but also in the black community too. Black people have groups. NAACP. White people have groups. You have activists. So hey, you can't apply what happened in the past to the future because things have changed. I don't run my mouth on things that I know nothing about. If I don't know somebody, what I'm going to talk about them for? I'm just meeting them just that instant, so I can't tell what's going on in their life, even though I already know. But I'm not going to say, ooh, I want to talk to you because you don't clean up at home. That's so stupid. I don't even clean up all the time. Who am I to judge anybody? People need to get a grip of reality and stop being stupid. You can't go by in this world without talking to any race. Even if you own your own business, guess what? You got to go to somebody for help to start that business. Unless you well off. You can't say, well, okay, I want me a black investor. They might not have none in the company that you go to. And then you got to go way miles and miles and miles to find one that you need. And then it ain't worth it because you done spent all this gas money. And then you going to think about it. Hey, logical. Let me go over here and let this white man help me. When I had my tonsils out of my adenoids taken out, I stayed in the hospital 3 days. This when I was 13. After that third day, I went home. I went at home no more than a week. Guess what? That incision opened back up in my throat where my tonsils was removed. So now I'm bleeding. I'm literally bleeding. So by the time I got to the hospital, I done bled out half the blood in my body. I'm just barely clinging on. When I got there, guess what? My doctor was white. I didn't care. I just wanted to be taken care of. My nurses was white. They was nice to me. They didn't mistreat me. They came in there, they swabbed it or whatever and got the bleeding under control. We have to sign a paper. I'm 13. I can't make decisions for myself. So, and they came in there, they started, putting IV and stuff in my arm. After they brought the drip in, well, they brought a bag in there. It had some red stuff in it. I didn't know what it was. But later on, the doctor came in there, after it was all over with and checked my blood and my blood count was good and all that. So, he had basically explained to me what had went on. He said, we have to give you a transfer of blood. And I looked at him, because I ain't never heard of this. I looked at him, I said to myself, a transfer of blood? I said, what? Me, I'm 13, so I don't know. And he said, yeah, we had to give you transfusion of blood because you had lost half of your blood in your body because the incision had opened back up totally. I thank God that he was there because he could have said, well, I'm not going to even attend to this little black girl. Them nurses could have said, I don't even want to I don't want to do nothing with her. I don't want to touch her or nothing because she black. But they didn't care. They were nurses. It was a doctor. They didn't care about my race. They didn't care what I looked like. All they wanted to do was treat me and get me back well. And I thank God for them for that. And who blood it was, I thank them. I don't know. I thank them for it. Because other than that, I wouldn't even be here. So that's why I don't play the race card. I don't mistreat people. I don't talk down on people. That's why I said people need to lift themselves up instead of always feeling down because things are not as bad as it seems. But because the way the people think and they listen to other folks, oh, I've been through this, so this and that gonna happen. You don't know. That might not happen to you. You might not be going through the same thing that they going through, but because they done said that and it's gonna happen, you believe that. What you put in the mind is stores. So you got to be careful. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. The mind is a powerful thing. You can't let nobody get in your mind, because once a person get in your mind, they got your body. They can control you like they want. I'm saying this to say this. Treat people right, because you want people to treat you right. You want somebody to help you just like, you know, you help somebody else. Be an example for somebody. Don't be spiteful. Don't be envious. Because everybody can have the same thing if you work towards it. But if you don't have it, it's not meant for you. What's good? What's for me is for me. What's for you is for you. What works for me works for me. What works for you will work for you. At this day and time, people need encouragement. They need somebody to talk to that got common sense. All that nonsense and all that other mess. Nobody ain't got time for that. This ain't the time for it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you will be notified when I upload another video.